Hi, welcome back to my hot and spicy world channel. I'm very happy to see you once again. Today I'm sharing a very delicious recipe, that is a brownie. A brownie is a baked chocolate dessert, often described as a being a cross between a cake and a cookie. Without delay, let's get into a video. To prepare this brownie, I have taken all these ingredients. Look at the ingredients. I have taken beater. You can use whisker to mix the batter. 3 eggs, vanilla essence, 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, half cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cup of sugar, 100 grams of butter, 200 grams of chocolate, and 50 grams of chocolate for topping the brownie, and baking tray, butter paper, piping bag, and a bowl. The first step is to melt the chocolate and butter by double boil method. So that, take a small bowl, add 100 grams of butter and 200 grams of chocolate. Start melt the chocolate. Next step is to grease the butter on the baking tray. To place the butter paper on the baking tray. Place the butter paper on the baking tray. Now I have placed the butter paper on the baking tray. On top of the butter paper, once again I will applying butter on the butter paper. Look at the chocolate and butter start melts. When it start melt, you can mix the chocolate and butter very well. On the other side, I have kept a big pot to bake the brownie, so that preheat the pot for 10 minutes in a low flame. Look at the chocolate and butter melting. Mix it with the spatula or any spoon very well until chocolate and butter melts very smoothly. By using the spatula, you can mix it very well. Once it is finished, keep it aside for cool down. Next step is to prepare the batter. For that, I have taken a big bowl. I am adding 3 eggs. Next, I am adding half 3/4 cup of sugar on it. After adding sugar, I am start beating. You can beat by using the hand blender or a whisker to whisk. If you are a beginner, you can use the whisk to mix the batter. At this time, I am adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Once again, I am mixing the batter. Once it is mixed very well, at this time I am adding the melted chocolate and butter. Mix it very well until chocolate and the egg combine together. Now, once it is mixed very well, at this time I am adding the 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Mix it evenly. Don't mix it in a high speed. Mix it very slowly. Once cocoa powder is mixed with the batter, at this time I am adding the half cup of all-purpose flour. Mix it evenly on the batter. Look at how I am mixing the batter. I am mixing very slowly. Mix the batter until everything combined together. Look at the consistency of the brownie. Now its consistency is a perfect consistency. If your brownie batter is too thick, by adding 2 teaspoons of milk, make the perfect consistency of the brownie. This is the perfect consistency. Drop the batter evenly on the baking tray for baking. Look at the batter. How shiny and glossy look of the batter. Now I am adding the topping for the brownie. Here I am adding the chocolate chunks. You can also add choco chips, walnuts, any dry fruits that you wish. Look at the final batter of the brownie. Now I am placing the preheated pot to bake the brownie. Bake the brownie for 40 to 45 minutes. Look at the brownie after 30 minutes. It is not perfectly cooked. Cook the brownie for 40 to 45 minutes. Now I am opening the lid after 45 minutes. Now it's perfectly cooked. Now I am taking out of the pot. Look at the brownie. Perfect brownies are always intense chocolate flavor and taste rich but not overly sweet. Please try at your home and comment in the comment box about your recipe and share your ideas in the comment box. Subscribe, share and comment. Okay, bye. Allah Hafiz.